yeah. Get your hands up, yeah. To the floor, yeah.
Yo. You're tuning into another episode of the 30 Plus Podcast. And this is episode 50.
Hey.
We big kids.
Yo, turn up.
Was that graduation?
We making sounds.
You're making noise right now.
Big noise.
Yes.
Big noise, baby. Ooh, see?
Like, too much noise. The wrong kind of noise. It's your girl, Nneka X. The X is for excited because I'm excited that we have actually made it to episode 50, a.k.a. the Pink Starburst General, a.k.a. Neek Millie.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Fly Since Birth, a.k.a. Microphone Mike, a.k.a. Fly, a.k.a. 50 Fly episodes. What's up with it? What's up with you?
It's your girl.
Next time.
How about not pushing it off for you?
Just started that.
See what I told you.
Let's see if you get to 50, episode 51.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
Okay.
Shawnee on here smoking. It's your girl, Miss Cookie, baby.
Hey, please say that, baby.
We 50.
Yes,
Next time say it a little
We
faster.
fine. 50 and
Hey, my
fine.
bad. I was trying to let her get it out.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
50 and fine.
But you over talking her. Please say that, baby.
Hey, because I needed to let it be known. I'm excited because
Why you ain't that damn excited here? I'll let you say
50th
microphone,
episode.
Mike, Millie, Mike, all these mics.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Nick Millie. My bad.
Hey. Okay, Cookie the Monster.
Hello.
Look, the
Please
baby.
let her sit down. I told you that lady is trying to chill. I'm almost 40. I'm trying to be cool right now. I got kids. Big kids.
She's had to be Cookie the Monster today.
I'm not.
Well, we're all excited because this is episode 50.
Yay.
So, how is everyone's energy?
I'm lit.
Me too.
Lit.
I think I'm hype.
You hype?
Yeah.
No Williams.
No Williams.
Why you hype?
It's the 50th episode. It's mid-afternoon. I'm hungry.
You always hungry.
That's
You
new.
got worms.
No. Look, I'm getting old now. That's what these young girls gonna start thinking.
Yeah, you keep telling them old women you finna get worms and gout. I mean,
Yeah.
trying to
Lord.
tell you, it works both ways. They don't just say that about the old men now.
Oh Lord.
Menopause, you gotta deal with the fan being on and stuff. You sure?
Listen,
Oh man.
menopause.
Heavy on that. We old, talking about old stuff.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
Oh, like our podcast, 50 episodes. Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
Yeah.
My energy, I think I'm excited to make it to 50 episodes. Is actually a blessing because not too many people do
No,
that.
for
You'll be
real.
surprised, especially in the way that we record. So we record every other week, I drop an episode rather every other week. So for us to make it to 50 episodes is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't new to this. We true to this.
And
Yeah.
Nick ain't killed us yet.
Hey, I'm surprised I'm still here.
Oh, child. DEI. He is a DEI hire.
That's crazy.
Who you knew up here?
That's facts.
It's all right. We love you, child.
That's
We
funny.
wouldn't trade you for nobody in the world.
Good.
And how is your energy?
Oh.
Miss Cookie, baby.
I'm cool. I'm lit. We on our head. We finna get a section. I'm just kidding. Somebody
about
gonna
to
be like,
pop
drop
bottles."
the Addy, drop the Addy. Because when we invite y'all to stuff, y'all be acting funny.
Right. Y'all can see the recap just like you see the recap on this.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah. I would love
Celebrate with us on YouTube.
that. Yeah,
On
virtual,
a live episode
We
recap.
should have a little virtual drink.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm going to start drinking on the lives. So I
No,
can
no,
get
no, no,
live.
no, 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 no.
Oh, no.
No, wait a minute. Did you talk to HR about that?
What?
What he do? What he do? I'm gonna say what he do in his house.
I'm in my own
As long as he don't start slurring, because I will mute his mic.
He'd be like this.
Yeah, just talking. Cause who you talking to? We
The
slang.
air.
Yeah,
You know what? One
I'll
day-
just kick him off stage. You won't even see. He'll just be in a
Correct.
green room.
we should do an episode like, where we recap our episode, and then, if you listen to the show, you'll know when to drink every time we mention a word. So you have to listen to the audio and then watch the live recap, and then we'll say a word to make sure that you listen to the episode, because you got to drink every time you hear that word.
Go ahead.
Well,
and do it.
what
What's the
party.
word?
What's the word?
50.
Today will be 50. So if you're listening to this when we recap this on the following Monday, just be ready to get your
my
50
God.
shots.
50. To see, let me talk to
We're
Mothers
not
Against Drunk
responsible.
Driving.
Look, that's what I said, but we're not responsible.
Yeah,
for
'cause-
it.
Listen, please be in the comfort of your house. Please
Something-
make sure you're
50
hydrated.
shots. What's that? Is that Young Dolph?
You need to buy 50 shots and give them to 50 people.
Who?
Them.
We must be at it all inclusive.
Not in this economy. Take one down, pass it around.
Right, that's the only way you get 50 shots out of me.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the people out there.
Well, yeah, all right.
Well, again, it's the 30 Plus podcast where we talk love, life, and lessons after 30. Can you guys believe it? You have
Yeah.
officially made it top 50th episode.
That's
That's
is
crazy. Yeah.
It's 50 conversations, 50 moments of laughter, love, life, and lessons, and maybe even some tears that we have shared
Yeah, we
doing
did
this
cry one
thing.
time.
Yeah, y'all was crybabies.
You too? I said we French today.
Oui, madame.
Ever. So whether you guys been rocking with us since episode 1, or you just joined our journey with the cousins at the family table, we appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in and sharing your thoughts and growing along with us.
Yes.
So today we're going to take a walk down memory lane. We're going to recap some of our biggest topics
You
we
should have played
tackled, the lessons we learned about love and life, and everything in between, from the highs of dating wins to the lows of heartbreak, personal growth to those wild 30 plus therapy moments. We are revisiting them all.
Throw it back.
Yes, indeed. So what has been your guys' favorite episode so far, and why?
I feel like that's always hard for me, because I feel like I done did so many and heard myself talk so much, I'll be forgetting the name and titles.
Okay, so
Give us the context, sugar.
context, and we'll go from there.
I feel like it just depends. I feel like I have like early episode favorites, like not like the first one, but I think it was, I can't even remember the third one, but where I could like date your mom or date you, that was always one of my favorites. I feel like I did
sure.
indulge a lot out there, and I think about, I was probably saying too much, but it's still.
Then you thought that? You don't think that now?
No, I don't speak as much as I feel like I used to, but that was my favorite episode. When we're talking about being able to date, in the mom or the daughter, or being in the middle in your 30s, because
The daddy or the son. That
it's
still
really like
stands.
that. I mean,
Yes,
it definitely
indeed.
does. I mean,
I agree.
so that was one of my favorite episodes, just because I can get them young or old, and that's still true today.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't know, I just,
And I feel like that was a funny episode, man.
was it?
Yeah. And I did like the other episode too, where we did have the exes call in. That was funny to me.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was a little funny to me.
Was it?
Yeah. My
Why
exes
was it
still
funny
love
to
me.
you? Because none of yours answered.
Now that's funny.
Comedy, pure
Look,
comedy.
that's why it was funny, because they don't love me.
So you were
okay.
the problem. Because that was the point of the episode, to see who was the problem.
No, they definitely was a problem.
Because wasn't it called The Hardest Thing About Dating You?
Oh,
And
maybe
that probably
that's what-
was their
No, I
hardest
think that
thing.
was that.
Yes,
that was
it definitely
Oh,
was.
I thought it was another episode.
Nah, the hardest
Nah,
part
sugar.
about that.
Hey.
That was that one.
Yeah.
And that's why
About
we
myself.
called for real life social experiments.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they didn't answer.
None of them.
No, not one.
They know not to ask for me. It was like, oh no, I ain't
But I had a
coming back.
conversation with one after.
Oh, who?
You know.
She a liar, so
Just for the record, he's talking about the lady, not me.
no, Nick not a liar. That lady is okay. Nobody said she gonna tell you what you want to hear.
So
Well, I got the
familiar.
answer.
What was the answer?
I can't tell you.
It
She
was
would have
me.
answered if she wanted to talk to you.
Oh, sorry, she talked to me after that, so And
Then
she
how
was
did that work out for
She
you?
was lying on me then too. So that's what I'm saying. Just be lying.
In 4K.
And I keep proof, baby. I got receipts.
was 4K
I
fly.
got receipts. Yeah, it's
The
real
Nile
life,
is a
5G.
river.
For her, because I got proof. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Can't play me. I keep proof.
You love that lady.
I do not. I did. I still have love for her.
Say it with your chest.
I got love for
All
everybody.
right, party.
Though. Everybody.
That's how party sound. Hurt.
What's your favorite episode, Cookie?
Definitely the exes. Heavy on that.
Oh, Lord.
I got the Disturbed Day piece. So they see how I feel when they randomly send me an email, Snapchat, or something dumb that I told you not to contact me on.
That's crazy.
That was one. And the one about us all discussing giving grace. That was very important.
yeah.
I think we got real vulnerable. That was probably the first time our listeners got to see us in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
We shed a couple tears. And I still think those things are needed. We've touched on mental health a lot.
Yeah.
That's a reason. But yeah, that was those two hands down would probably be that. Those were my faves.
Do you feel like you're giving yourself grace now? You learned from that episode?
Yeah.
She had to think about it.
Thanks for the reminder. I was doing really well. I don't know. It's because I was graduating too, so I was like really like honed in. I was like, no, you got to do this assignment early, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
See?
nah. So thanks for that.
Y'all go back and check out that episode so you can give yourself grace.
Like your pastor say, hey, you might not need it today. Put it in the freezer and throw it out when you need it.
There you go.
Neat.
Not for too long because I don't like freezer burger, but
So here we go.
Girl. What's yours? Because look.
I would probably say relationship PTSD was a pretty good one.
Oh.
I think overall, the hardest part about dating you was pretty good.
That was funny.
Learning the attachment style. My attachment style is Velcro was actually a pretty good episode because I think we, as people, need to learn how we receive love. Yeah, and how that was a.
We should probably run that back.
Because before then, I didn't.
believe.
Because before then, I thought my attachment style was totally different than what it was.
Because you thought it was security.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And but once I read and researched it, my attachment style makes sense to me.
Because when you said fear for avoidance, baby, you had to break that down. I'm like, girl, no, you ain't. And then you broke it down. I'm like,
Yeah, y'all go learn y'all attachment styles and believe it when they tell you that's you, even if everybody else don't believe that's you.
Baby, you still on the fence because you had 3 answers.
I had the same one.
And it's supposed to be secure, correct?
I am. Ain't supposed to be.
But
I am.
But
There's a double side to that.
Yeah,
You
but
broke it
secure.
down.
Yeah, secure isn't all that great.
Oh, it ain't
It's not.
at all. It's just what I am.
No. But again, that's learning what the attachment styles mean. So once we figure out that you're secure, yeah, it may be secure, but secure isn't necessarily. All of them kind of got their nuances.
Yeah.
Realistically, yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way me and Mike the same.
Yeah. I'll Let You Live in a Lie was a good episode. We've had some really good episodes.
We still letting people live in lies.
Yeah, that ain't changing. Spinning the block too. That was always a favorite.
Oh, yeah, spinning the block.
I be trying not to still. It be hard, boy. I think it's just a Libra trait.
Relationship PTSD.
Yeah, that's what I'm in.
It ain't your sign, it's you.
That was a
Look, I was talking to you in the episodes from here down.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, no, that was a classic.
That
one,
was a
though,
classic
'cause it ain't, I mean, a lot of people do blame it on that, and I feel like I have become, using people's signs against them as well.
No, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should be done after you actually learned the person, because some people have imposter syndrome and will take on those traits just to have an excuse.
Right.
So yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, think about it. Really think about that. When you first meet them and they first holler about I'm a this, I'm a that, you be like, because now what they're doing is building that up. So when they do some fugazi, they can be like, well, I was a Sagittarius. Baby, it's you.
That's true.
Like Nick say all the time, she's an evolved Sagittarius. If I didn't know that, I wouldn't think she is.
You wouldn't think I was evolved?
No, I wouldn't think you would say, oh, I know you evolved. Because she have to talk me out the ledge. I'll be ready. I'll be like, girl, I got the bail money.
You would have thought I was a Sagittarius.
Not at all. Just from that.
What energy do I give?
It ain't that shit.
No.
You give more fluidness. So I would have gave you more of a-
Scorpio.
Really?
Yeah.
You give you Scorpio
Because
vibes.
you're direct. Yeah, you're direct. You're very direct.
Yeah.
You're very direct. And you mean what you say?
And people probably think you serious, and I feel like a lot of Scorpios are perceived as serious people.
Oh, I ain't met one yet. Well, my son.
I'm saying that's like how they're perceived. You'll think they're serious.
Well, that's true because
Like,
they have
that.
RBF.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
And that's true because my mama won. But then you talk to her and you be like, girl. But and so I could see that. And to me, this is gonna sound bad because, you know, I have other Sag friends, but they complain about everything. You don't do that. They complain.
Sages? No, that's some cancers.
Not at all.
I ain't met no cancer who don't complain. I don't know what you talking about.
I complain.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck to complain. But then there's
There goes the monetization for that episode one day.
Sorry. Sorry. Just kidding. I got Tourette's.
Look, she brought 50 Cent out of her on this.
I did. That's a
50th
cancer.
episode. I know.
Listen. And then that's to the point. A lot of people don't think I'm a Cancer. A lot of people be thinking I'm more of a, what I've got. I've gotten a Taurus. I've gotten a Taurus before. I've gotten a Gemini. I probably get more Gemini than anything. But
That's the sign before you, and I think that's probably why y'all saying that too. Because
Yeah.
Scorpio is the sign before me, and I'm really
oh yeah, because you're at the beginning of the sign.
yeah. So it
Yeah.
probably could be a little bit of
A little trickle over.
yeah, maybe I don't
that
know.
makes sense.
I can see.
Because most people still are. I mean, if we're going back to our original calendar, then we're not even none of this. So.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
that's actually another sign.
Wasn't it like
Exactly.
an extra? Yeah,
And I think I would actually be the other
the
side.
other sign.
Everybody
because
would
it
be
was
the
toward
other
the
side.
end.
No, there's a
Oh,
whole
you mean
new.
like the
There's like an
new-
extra.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it's called.
I don't either,
It was
'cause
something we couldn't say.
Just don't understand that. I don't even know what that is.
We just go to what we told.
Right. No plans, just vibes. Right. And then they started throwing in, you know,
Wait,
your
damn.
rising.
My mama had a
moon.
Sagittarius. I'm gonna call myself a Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for, the new calendar. That's when I was born in the new times.
sugar,
that old
that's-
calendar was not here when I was born. So
Sugar, that scale is you.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no
I weigh
way.
it on my scale.
I don't care how you put the new calendar, the old one, in the future one. You are a Libra
Right.
in
Yep.
every entity.
I need to get a scale tatted on me.
Why?
Just because I am a Libra and I believe in it. So thank you. Get that Libra
Another
tat.
episode I enjoyed was healed people hear differently.
Say it
That's
again.
true.
Healed people hear differently.
Yeah, that was a favorite one too. Actually,
You liked it?
Yeah,
What'd you like about that one? Because you ain't healed.
that's because I hear differently.
You don't hear differently.
But no, I like the episode though because I feel like in the episode we learned that you have to like where you come from or what you deal with is how you perceive the world.
Yeah.
So it's true.
Right.
I think it keeps us out of jail.
Very
But us,
enlightening.
me.
My experience in jail keeps me out of jail.
Oh, yeah. I
I
forgot
don't
you
wanna
went to
go
jail.
back.
Did you tell everybody that before?
Yeah. I'll tell you.
That
if I
was
know you.
funny. No,
Yeah,
you
I
said it
done
on the
been to jail.
episode because we was
Oh,
laughing.
yeah.
We was
I
like,
in
oh, we
jail.
forgot
That
about
wasn't
that.
funny.
It was, no, it was funny. It wasn't funny then.
Yeah.
It was funny that you, because I forget you went to jail.
Yeah.
You're not even that type of dude.
That's why I lived a million lives. I got 50 different personalities to go with every one of these episodes.
Lord have mercy.
They got a medicine for that.
He,
They call him
I-
Legion.
I would like to say he was lying, but he really not.
He's not.
Yeah. So, what topic do you think sparked the biggest reaction from our listeners?
Probably.
I think it was the Spin the Block episode. It was
Yeah.
that one or the
exes.
it was the attachment style one.
I think the attachment style one. too.
Oh yeah, the attachment style.
That was
one.
one
Yeah,
of the
because we
two.
had people actually taking a test that was like, "Hey, I got this and this." That was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
That
So
was fun.
I think it was one of the two. And then it's Spin the Block too because everybody was trying to say how they don't or how they
Because
do.
that was at the height of Nelly and Ashanti.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was tuning in to talk about how they
Wouldn't
did or
spin the
didn't,
block.
wouldn't or how or that's how they met their wife or that's how they got to married or whatever because they spent the block or So I think that was one.
Yeah, I agree with that. Have any of our past discussions changed your perspective on love, life, and relationships?
Not
Dating where you
mine.
are.
Oh, that actually is a good one.
Yeah, I was outside when we
Yeah.
made that episode.
Yeah.
I was deep outside.
Yeah.
And I'm
In the
like, you know what?
streets.
We right. That's why I'm ag. Because I don't want none of these foods. Let me just regroup.
Yeah. That was a good episode.
Yeah, that's
though.
a very that one definitely changed me. And then again, the grace one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some grace. Yeah, none change you because we could see it.
I don't know which one changed me. I feel like I get changed every other episode if you listen.
Chameleon.
Right? Hey,
It changes them, but it don't stick.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
problem.
what it is.
It's just like for the moment.
No
Maybe
Velcro.
for
No.
the next 2 weeks. You know.
2 weeks is a stretch.
2 days. 2 days, sir.
I
By the
see.
time we do our live episode recap,
You be a whole different person. If y'all gotta look at the lies, cause I looked at the one from the other day. My face was wild.
Hey.
You like it be you. You like funny.
Nneka?
No, you. The hit dog going out because she ain't say anything.
I thought that's what you was looking at.
No, I'm looking at you. I ain't cockeyed. You see me looking
Hilarious
at you.
too. What you talking about? Oh, yeah.
I'm hilarious.
Yeah, you hilarious too. What you
We
talking
know we
about?
funny, but you like a whole. It be like, who is this, y'all? And I know it seemed like sometimes we just be coming out the wazoo with this stuff, but we really have pre-production meetings and all kind of stuff. And he be good. It's like you give him a script, right? And he rehearse the script. He do the script. Everything cool. We don't have scripts. I'm just giving you a metaphor. And then he gets on there and like if we say, all right, cool, we're about to talk about the fruit and the produce, he be like, all right, yeah, I like apples and oranges. Then he get on there, he get to talking about the price of salmon and shrimp. He be like, what? What are you talking about?
That's funny.
It be a whole different person. And he thrives on it, y'all. He really gets the kick out of it.
Yeah, that's the other personality, I guess.
Which one?
I don't know. Probably from episode 8.
You childish.
Nick, what was episode 8?
What was episode 8?
Don't do that. Put me on the spot like that.
Look, I know you can pull it up real quick.
Let's see. Episode 8 was more flags than 6 Flags.
Perfect.
See, look.
That was divine
That was
intervention.
perfect. I knew it was around there
And
somewhere.
yes, Six Flags ain't got nothing on you. You at this point are the embassy. Nigga. Your flags is all over.
Oh, snap. No, that was actually a great one. I don't know if y'all listened to episode 8, but
Yeah.
y'all need to go listen to that
Yeah.
one because, red
That
flags do be seeming exciting. That was a good episode, too. I'm glad I brought that up because I remember that one.
We sure.
Yeah.
You were the poster child for that one too.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
So at this big age, at the end of we at 50 episodes and you about to hit 40.
Yep,
None
in
of
a
these
few months.
resonated with you?
All of them resonate with me. That's why I'm conflicted. But I feel like I don't know if you listen to our episodes. I feel like our common thing is about growth and getting better and learning from our past. You know,
right.
that's basically what this is about. And I feel like it has helped me, and that's why I feel like every episode I get, more and more me because I'm learning from the previous episode to be who I am and accept who I am as that person. You know, so. That's the growth that comes with the episodes and the shows.
I love that for you.
Yeah. So if y'all go back and listen to all 50 episodes, I know y'all, got to binge them. This right here, that'll help you
love a
understand
good
me
binge.
and yourself. Yeah.
So have any of the episodes made you feel more vulnerable?
Yeah, when I did the mental health episode.
Yeah.
That was probably the
Yeah.
most vulnerable
That's still
episode
why I
for
don't have
you.
no gun.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't want you to get a gun.
I feel like I need one.
No,
but
I don't. I
that's-
don't think you need one right now. I got enough for both of us.
all these executive orders going out. I feel like I need one just in
Don't
case
worry
some
about
crazy
it.
stuff start happening.
Me and the kids gonna come get you. Don't worry
All
about it,
right,
sugar.
bet.
You just you know how to hightail on the side of the building. You need to learn that if you ain't learned it.
I know how to get up out of there. Don't worry about it. I know how.
Period. And you
I'm
got
a
enough black
survivor.
clothes to where I know you can make it. You got all that
Yeah.
brush around your house. Oh yeah, you
I'll
gonna make
be
it.
all right. I'm gonna survive. I ain't gonna do nothing. Believe it.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, nah, you ain't gonna need no guns. We
But
just
yeah.
playing, but shout out to the
I
Second
did like
Amendment.
the mental health episode. I feel like that was a good one, and I feel like I can't think of the name of the episodes. I'll be forgetting the name of episodes,
okay.
but I know it was one where we were talking about. It might have been that one, but about like the growth. No, it's something with our parents, like not.
We're not your
being-
parents.
Yeah, that one. That's probably like the second episode.
That was
huh?
a good one
I
too.
think that was second episode.
That was really good.
It was the second or fourth.
Third.
Third.
Dang.
You go, boy. You
I'm
was in the
getting-
neighborhood.
I'm getting
Boy,
close.
you all right with me.
But
at you.
I feel like that was a good episode. Like we are not our parents. Like thinking about like how they're different versus how we are. Even like I think on the past episode where we was just talking about your parents being married for 50 years and stuff
Right.
like that.
And both of us having
Yeah.
two sets of parents.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
So I feel like that was an episode that brought growth, and that I learned from too, because it's like even today, you know, that was like probably 2 years ago. It's just like
Crazy.
it's certain stuff. Like my mama would listen to clips of the podcast and be like, "Well, I'm sorry I did." I'm like, "Go listen to the whole episode because you were taking this all out of context." And it's like we not.
We should have our mamas on the show.
Yeah, that'd be crazy,
That'll be dope.
right?
We
Talking
should.
about us as how we were when we were.
Oh Lord, hold on, because we got 2 Scorpio mamas.
Oh, snap. My mama
Lord.
Aquarius.
Yeah, she gonna be the balance because them 2 freaking frack. They got their part.
Oh, snap.
Oh
But,
my God, they gonna go too far.
Yeah, that's funny.
Lord. Yeah.
We're gonna pray about that one.
Yeah,
From a vulnerability standpoint, I would probably say for me, give yourself grace to grow.
yeah.
And is it your purpose or accolade? I think those are probably 2 of the most vulnerable.
Those are 2 big transitions in your life too.
Yeah,
Heavy
that
on the
was good.
accolades because I remember I was ready to ride out by my dog.
I like
play with
that
her.
one too.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that.
What about you? Do you have a vulnerable episode?
Definitely the grace,
Mm-hmm.
and not my parents, because I carried a lot of things, so I wouldn't be like my parents. And so that was to hear, you know, that I wasn't alone in that. That felt good. That really felt good because you know, and it's hard to explain our parents without them being offended because they listen with a different ear. And 2, you know, now that I have children my children hold me accountable too. They have uncomfortable conversations with me. And so, but I have a different perspective. And so I had to take, like I said, I had to call my mom a couple times and be like, yo, like, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Like, I get it. I get why that food needed to be thrown out. I get why that I get why that room needed to be clean when you got there. I get why you was drinking. I get why you was smoking. I get why you was angry. I get why a lot of times you let us do whatever because you had to get your own mental in order. And for me, with that, even though mine looks different than what she did, I can't fault her because I knew where her heart was. She just didn't know how to display it on the outside. So I had to learn that. And so, you know, that has helped us now as an adult. That has helped our relationship now. And also, you know, for me not to learn, I had to tell her the other day, like, look, yo, I know them your grandkids, so watch it.
Yeah.
Be cool. Don't let them fools fool you now. I ain't tell you to give that much grace. But still, you know, it does because there are certain stigmas that you don't want to be. Like, you know, my mom made some decisions, you know, in her life that she's not proud of, that, you know, were detrimental to us, that we carried. And one of those things was the things that some of the things she's done, people had a certain outlook on her and they used to aggravate us because they would put kids in grown-ups' business. Meaning if I go to your house, Neek, and maybe you had an issue with my mom, you're telling it to her kids. That don't have nothing to do with us.
Right.
Because for whatever, your issue couldn't have been too bad to where you wanted her kids over here. And clearly you couldn't have had that issue or said anything to her for her even to allow her kids to be over here. Because one thing about my mama, no matter how wrong or whatever, if she ain't mess with you, she ain't mess with you, period.
Right.
And she's still that way. What she say? What she told you? Ain't no...
I told her that.
Oh, yeah. What they say? Ain't no square.
And the squares in a circle.
Yes. And she been saying that since. Nika gave this lady some stuff to say. And she mean that, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing. And that's one thing that I've always admired about her is she has the ability to stand on business. She don't care. If you heard her when she 5, she's standing on that. She heard your apology, but she still don't mess with you.
Yeah.
So that's something that we didn't like. And that's something that I try to keep mindful with my kids. The things that I'm doing, the decisions I'm making, how is that going to affect them from an outside perspective? Because my kids ride. We was too scared to kind of go against an adult. And, you know, because I said that disrespect line, my kids don't care.
Yeah.
If they don't play about their mama and their daddy. So if you say something about us, they going to tell us and then they going to check you. Now, it's respectful, but they going to check you. So I try not to even put my kids in them spaces. So that was my vulnerable moments.
Okay. Since we started the podcast, what's one lesson you think you learned about yourself?
I don't care what nobody think.
You learned
Clearly.
that?
Yeah, I really had to learn
You
and
ain't knew
accept
that?
that. No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like I learned and accepted that I really just can't care. I just don't care what nobody think. Like I feel like that's something that I empower every day, and I feel like I learned that through doing the podcast, just from listening to you, telling me what you think I need to be. No, but no.
And all these be for real.
But no, it's just from listening to my own opinions and y'all opinions, and having these same discussions about different things in life. I think I just learned more of to accept myself for who I am and to understand that I think differently from everybody, and that's fine. That's okay. My world is my world. My views is my views, and you can see them and respect them, or you cannot. And either way it goes, I don't care. So it is what it is. So I think it's that's what I learned to find. I feel like I've learned more self-value in my own thinking. I feel like I've grown to have more of a understanding mindset of myself. So I feel like that's what I've learned.
That's good.
All right, 50 episodes in, I done learned something.
Some people are slower than others. It's all right, baby. It ain't how you get there. It's as long as you make it.
What about you?
Let me see. I have learned, I would say, it didn't take 50 episodes. I would say maybe 15 to 20 for me to realize a lot of things that I thought I was healed from, I wasn't. And so that was essential because that helped my mental bars. Y'all heard that? I'm going to drop my album. Nigga gonna produce my album. Who needs that when I got you? The perfect B-boss man. Yeah. No, that was something that I learned, and I had to go and really do a deeper dive on things that I thought I was, because and I think I ended up having a conversation with you offline about a thing, and you was like, no, the fact you're still reacting to it, you're not healed. I'm like, you're right. And so that was hard. I had to let go of a stronghold. That was crazy. And I'm happy though. I am happy that I did do that, because I didn't realize how that situation was in the way of the things that I needed. Because that was a stronghold. A big one.
Okay, look at you growing up.
I'm a big girl now. Neek?
That everything is not a cookie cutter. I think pivots are okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah. Sometimes you put this ideology, and just even based off our last show, a fairy tale and forever, not just romanticize, but just the overall grand scheme of what people think that your life should be at a certain time.
Yeah.
You should have this, you should have this, you should have this. And if you don't have that, then what's the problem?
True.
What is wrong with you? I think the being able to pivot from career, pivot from incorrect relationships, being able to pivot from friendships that no longer serve you. I think being able to pivot during those times is something that I had to learn. And then that people really do be treating me like the lady. And I don't know how I feel about that.
I hate to be the one to tell you, sugar, you're going to forever be the lady.
Yeah.
It's your assignment.
We all have
yes,
chosen things.
and I feel like every time she says she the lady, then I become the lady, because I'll be like, what? Look, I got a sister for this. She'll love to talk to you. I'm just start taking people's stuff, and it's gonna be 30 plus therapy.
Write it
That's
down.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start recording. Do I have your permission?
No, you ain't got to. You asking
But
me.
that you raised a good point and touched on the episode about the friendship. I forgot about that aspect. Remember we talked about that episode we had about the friendships when they go.
Yeah.
And being okay and understand sometimes you got to be the person to let go, and you got to be the person that got let go.
That's true.
For whatever reason. And I think that was crazy, because that's what we were talking about. And I remember saying I had one more person who I knew needed to go, and I wasn't okay with it, but she gone. And I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, I be feeling like that too. And then so I feel like you got to let people go. It's like, man, should I let this person go? But I think I rock with them and they rock with me, but it's like, you see, if you gotta let them go, you gotta let them go. And that's how I look at everything.
One thing I do know, if you ask that man up there to do some stuff, he gonna do it. So you better be careful.
Right. How do you guys think your approach to dating and friendships, so self-care, has evolved over these last 50 episodes?
Oh yeah, I put all those on the forefront. Pay more attention. Everything is intentional. Heavy on self-care. Heavy on me.
As you should be.
Heavy on me. That's like it. And I had to learn that me didn't necessarily have to be looked at selfish or I should feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
So that helped. Appreciate y'all.
I forgot the question.
How has your approach to dating, relationships, or self-care evolved over these last
You
50
sat in front of
episodes?
My approach to dating hasn't changed. It probably should have, but it hasn't. It's, I go back and forth. One episode I want to be in love and married. The next episode I want to be out here, Playboy Mike. So I don't think that's changed. As far as self-care, I feel like that's changed. Like I mentioned a minute ago, it's like I feel like, I realize I do need to care about myself more and the things that I want more than the outside validation.
And then how about your friendships?
They the same. No. Nah.
I mean, if they're the same.
I feel like my friendships are pretty much the same. One thing I will say is like I realized like when we were talking about that one episode, like how you have different friends for different things.
Right.
And I really realized like that's just such a thing now. Like you have to realize what friend is for what. I think that's something I learned. Like every friend is not gonna be your, hype man, supporter, or whatever. You're gonna have, friends for different things. Some friends you don't call to hype you up because that's just not their personality. That's just not who they are. And you have to understand who your friend is to even consider them a friend. That's something I feel like I learned from just this show because I realized like every friend, like they're gonna play a role for what their personality is. You know what I mean? Because some friends aren't a happy-go-lucky person, so you can't expect them to be that person that you call about good news. It's just not them.
Right.
So that's something I learned to, understand who your friend is and what type of friend that person plays in your life. So, and keep them in that position. Don't try to switch them into nothing else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if this your go-out friend, you go out with them. Don't make them your,
Church friend.
Your, spades partner. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait a minute. Leave space out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
My going out friend is my space partner,
Hey,
child.
well, okay,
We be tearing the table down.
You gotta make sure that's the right way. That's all I'm saying. So I did learn that, and I feel like that did change. From being on these episodes and listening. Like now I know to how I categorize my friends. So yeah.
Nick.
I was worried like you had something else.
No, I didn't.
That's why I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
30 plus, y'all. I'm showing my age.
She forgot what we was talking about.
Like,
too.
okay.
No, I didn't forget what we was talking
I
about.
thought she had something else to go. I'm like, get it, ask this. For me, I think it's total evolvement. This would be year 3. And when we first started this show, there are friends who are no longer around. They were around when I first started this podcast. And when we first started this podcast, I was actually single.
Yeah.
And I'm not. So
You was big single.
I was big single.
You was outside. Well, she was on the sidewalk.
Hey.
No.
Previous episode, I said we was off sidewalk.
Yeah, that's why I said she was on the sidewalk. And she was really on the sidewalk.
Looking
not
for
y'all
a crossing
definition of
guard.
it. No, she wasn't even looking for a crossing guard. She put her toe
Get me
out
through
there.
the streets.
with the vest.
She put-
you can see me. The
She put
reflective
her
vest.
toe out there. And when that wind blew, she went right back in the house. Not me. I put a jacket on.
Like, yeah, I got it. But even from a growth standpoint, career, different career, just a lot of growth in myself.
Nice.
So whatever advice I give to you guys, I've also give to myself. So I don't give anybody something that I'm not willing to take the time down to sit and learn from myself and then learn from my friends. So,
But that's why we are receptive to you.
well, thank you.
Because we see you walk the walk.
Yeah.
You do. Like, I know if I really want to go to jail not to call you. Because you're going to keep me out of jail. I'm going to call Mike. Nah,
But
Mike
depending
can
on
keep
what
me
it
out of
is,
jail, too.
I'm not
I know.
above jail. So let's be clear.
See how I try to keep her clean and she still just, she shows the saucy up in there.
Because I walk my truth. Because I don't want people to think there's
Yeah.
perfection here. Because there's no perfection here. And I'm the first to tell you that I'm not perfect in any capacity. So,
True.
While I heal, there's still a bit of scab that needs to be,
Come on, scab.
Carmicone or something put on a little Band-Aid. But But no, I'm not perfect. So that, and then that's something you just got to learn, you know. And whether my friends hold me in high regard, I really do appreciate that. But again, the pressure of that is a lot too, because I'm not perfect, and I don't want you guys to ever think that.
Oh, we know.
Oh yeah, she a real one.
Yeah.
She is. She's very transparent.
South Sea Falia.
For
Yeah,
sure.
listen, don't let them letters fool y'all either. That girl can go.
Pretty, but I'm a problem. How
That
about
part.
On the 50th episode, I do want to go out and shout out the homie that's no longer with us.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie who did start this with us, and you know she didn't make it the rest of the way, but you know ain't no.
She not
hater.
dead, y'all.
No, ain't nothing wrong. with
Okay, you about to say
She's dead to the episode. No, but no, I'm just being real. I still want to shout out the homie because she did start with us and she did go at least a year and a half with us. So
Right.
we want to shout out Kim. You know,
Kim.
just showing you some love because you're not here for the 50th, but you did start out with us. And for our people who have listened from the beginning of the show, who has been around, you know, just want to show her some love for them.
Yeah, and again, we had an episode, not necessarily by her departure, but just the departure anyway. That there's just sometimes that things don't go out the way that you think they are.
Yeah.
There's no bad blood between any of us and her at all. So we wish her the best on her journey, and she has a lot of things going on with her that she, you know, life milestones, and you know, we're still proud of her and the things that she's doing. So transition happens, and that's just what that is. So other than that, yeah, we do wish Kim the business. She's still
that's still a homie. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Correct.
All day.
That's why I tell people she ain't dead. You just
I mean, well, I didn't want to say it like that. I was just, didn't want to make it seem like she was dead. But I still want to shout out the homie just because we're on the 50th. And she started up with us, You know me, I don't leave nobody out.
We didn't see until two babies. Yeah.
Right? Shout out Twin, too. So when she hear this, when she grow up.
That's that man that stole my birthday. You know y'all got main character energy.
Hey, she stole my birthday, but...
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the wildest or funniest thing we talked about on the podcast?
The wildest or the funniest? I think the wildest might have been like back to the other episode of dating older or younger. I feel like that was kind of a wild episode. Once you just put yourself in those shoes and understand that. As far as like, I mean, I feel like everything I say be wild and crazy anyway. So that's gonna be episode 1 through 49. So, I feel like on every episode you can find something I say that's wild and out of pocket. At least that's what the people will be looking at me when I feel like they said they heard the episode. they got
You're gonna drop a gem every year. I mean, every episode.
So I feel like that's it. I feel like if you ain't heard one from me from any episode, you ain't really listening.
Ain't listening. From the intro, he shows his butt
to the outro, baby. So I feel like there's always something wild being said. One of our wildest episodes was, I do think that one. That one and it was one I can't really remember like what the name of it was, but it was like I'm trying to I have to use time periods to help me. It was like, I feel like it was like around the first Valentine's Day episode.
My Funny Valentine?
Yeah, I think that one was kind of wild too.
Yeah, My Funny Valentine, when we talked about Bad Valentine's Day. Yeah.
So that was one as well. I think that was wild.
For me, I think it would have to be the funny seeing you here, because that was
Girl,
our first
that's the
episode.
one I was gonna say.
That was our first episode, and that episode was actually loosely based off my dating life at the time. So that was actually kind of funny because that was a real story.
And it was wild.
And it was wild.
Again,
and it happened again.
And it happened again.
Yes, it happened.
And then after that,
And that's why I stay on the sidewalk. Because I already know if I would have truly stepped out in that street, it would have been a whole different.
it would have.
I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'm happy. So thank you.
Thank you.
I
I'm
see
glad.
someone everywhere I go, so we could definitely do
Yeah,
a
no,
re-up.
after that, because after that happened to her, then I ended up seeing another one of her former peoples, and I sent her footage. I was like, girl, look, put it out there. They all came out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
No.
Go away.
What about you?
Well, this probably be the exes still. That's funny for me. That was funny. And also,
She like being loved.
I didn't inherit that cancer trait.
I say it's most cancers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, not by them. That's why I kept them blocked. Another one probably would have been this fool talking about dating a daughter and a mama.
Well, that was true.
Because we disturbed a lot of people with that. They was like, what? Yeah, that was funny.
And I stand by that till to this day.
Is there anything that you guys wish that you could take back?
Yes. Telling him our business because he used to love. Oh my God.
I'm with you. You're right.
He used to love telling our business.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I'm so proud of you. Let me give you your
The first
first 16. Let me tell you something. I'm so
just
proud
stopped.
of you. Yes. And
That's because you ain't have anything to tell now.
Correct.
That's what it is.
He told my business on live.
Yeah, they started tripping, so I had to start.
We ain't start tripping.
You ain't done nothing.
So I stopped telling their business.
He used to tell all our business and lie too. He added
Who,
some.
me? I don't lie.
Oh, you definitely put a lot of dip on your chip.
I wouldn't lie. I might have
Stretch the truth. It's
Well,
a lie.
Yeah, you did add water.
exaggerated.
You did add water.
I made it a little
say
exaggerated, a little
Yeah.
for.
It's a lie.
What is
It's
it?
called a
when-
white lie.
You know when they make the
You added water to the sauce.
based on a true story, but some events has been
Yeah.
fictionalized for all intensive purposes of drama. To the
No, sir.
You need to come with a disclaimer. You that person we talk about should come with a disclaimer and a caution sign.
People got to answer questions because you sitting up there loud and wrong.
Girl.
I used to be kind of right, but regardless, that was
He had
wild.
people thought, and when I went on my little graduation trip, he had people thought I didn't elope because you talking about it was a romantic this. I'm like, girl, he lying.
Why wasn't it a romantic getaway? To me, it's still a romantic getaway if
not.
you go with somebody who plans something for you.
No,
It's sweet. They had sweet intentions.
that wasn't what it was. It was
he
a
must have been
mental
getting
break. Why? Do you, wait, what? Right? How do you equate that?
Because it got to be some romance in there. What are you talking
If
about?
it's every day, it's a routine.
No. Well, going out of town, y'all go out of town every day?
Almost every other weekend.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's our norm.
okay.
Sorry.
Don't
Remember
have
how
romantic
foreplay
weekend
starts
getaway?
outside the that
No
what
romantic
makes
getaways?
it
Y'all just get away?
what makes it
So it ain't no
romantic
romance?
is what the intent is.
Exactly.
The
So that-
intent of that one wasn't a romantic getaway. The intent
Ain't
of
want no
that was
flowers
a
on the bed?
mental
You ain't
break.
had no petals?
No, because that wasn't
No milk
it.
baths?
That was for me to stop my
He said
panic
milk
attacks.
baths.
Hey, yeah.
Right. I'm
Well, if you want me
lactose
to talk to
intolerant.
him,
You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
That
I was
man's
saying,
known me 20 years.
I'm about to give him some suggestions.
You don't
to make
have to.
so that every weekend can be romantic.
You-
You don't
it-
have to just be.
It's
a
not
mental
every
getaway.
weekend. It's every day. When I
got
walk
you.
in
But
that
is it
house, I
romantic?
get flowers.
Okay.
When I walk in that house, I get gifts.
Y'all live together?
No.
Oh.
And that's exactly. See how that works?
I'm just saying. It still sounds romantic to me. I don't
It,
care what
it
you talking about.
wasn't. Shit. When I
Romantic
take-
is a good thing. Why are you making?
I'm not saying it's not that it's a good thing. It's just that you had people worried about certain things because
You
I
know I
do
don't care
have
about
certain
them people.
characteristics. So I do. They were my parents.
Oh.
My parents got PTSD from my first marriage. My parents thought I
But that
did
wasn't
it
an
again.
elopement, was it?
They thought it was because this nigga talking about romantic getaways.
That doesn't mean
Yeah, that's what I'm-
married.
That's
Y'all ain't
you
go to
remember what
Vegas?
happened my first marriage.
No.
So my first marriage, we had a wedding planned, right? But when we went to church, one of the revival nights, Bishop married us that night on a revival. So that they had PTSD. Like, wait, ain't nobody asked me because you get. I'm like, y'all, we good. That's why I had to go on and post the
Tell them
pictures.
they gotta listen to the full stuff of context. My
They
parents did the
did.
same thing.
They listened to the live. They didn't listen to the
Oh.
episode. It was the live.
Oh. Well, parents, she not married.
They know. Sheesh. I had to post pictures of me on the rocks to show like, yo, I really was hiking. Look. Crazy. That boy crazy.
Y'all ain't had no picnic on the hike.
Nah, we had
So,
8.
you know.
We ate after that.
Okay, so that was romantic.
Yeah, we did the before we went to the hike, we did the when you called me, we was at the festival. We hiked after hung up with
Okay.
you.
You was doing the most out there.
I'm always doing the most. That's what you're supposed to do.
Add some romance to it next time.
It was
So,
romantic.
All right. So looking forward.
Jesus.
Looking forward. Where do you guys see the 30 Plus podcast in the next 50 episodes?
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better at these media events.
50 more times explosive, 50
Heavy
more
on
time
that.
views, 50x promotion, 50x marketing,
People wearing our
50x
merch.
everything. Yep. That's what I see. I see more fans, more women, more popularity. I see all the truth.
I wish y'all could see how we looking at him.
What's
I
one
feel it.
thing you guys would like to our listeners to take away from this milestone episode?
We are just like y'all.
That
No,
part.
for real.
Yeah.
We do not speak, y'all. We don't have it all together, as y'all see. We also don't speak from what we've heard. All of us come from experience, so we try to relate. We're very relatable. So we want y'all to understand that it's not going to always be figured out. It's not going to always look a certain way, like Nick said. It's not going to be cookie cutter. Like Fly often say, we don't care either.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things we don't care about. So there is no wrong or right way, but we're hoping that you're growing through each experience. So when you do have those moments, just go back and listen to something, and I guarantee you, it's out of the 50 episodes, at least one of these can help you.
Oh yeah. You gonna resonate with something.
At least one.
All right. Well, I'll say at this 50-minute mark on this 50th episode.
He's actually right.
I know, that's why I laughed, because I saw him looking down, like, what
Let me
this fool
give y'all
finna say?
something. No, but I want you to I want you to take from this episode that if you consistent and you continue to do stuff, things will grow and formulate. We've made it to a 50 episode just by continually to show up and do. So at least let this episode motivate you to go do something. And know that along the way you will have mishaps and people judging you and things not gonna go your way, but you can always keep going and keep trying. So by the time we hit the next 50th episode, we'll listen to this and be like, oh, that was funny because we weren't even doing nothing then. So just keep consistent, keep doing you, and celebrate every milestone. If it's big to you, celebrate it. If it's little to you, celebrate it,
Amen.
because you still made a milestone. So I want us to celebrate the fact that we even made it to 50 episodes.
Help the people fly.
Yeah, you know me. I'm one of the
You know
What's
me.
going
I
on
don't
here?
need no
Somebody's
introduction in this.
what's going on?
Everything is fine.
We good? Okay. Well, just so y'all know, I want y'all to take away life lessons. I want you to listen to us and put yourself in our shoes and understand we just people going through things like y'all are.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah. One thing I want our listeners to take away is that the show, just like our lives, are ever evolving. Where you start is not where you finish. We've evolved from episode 1 to episode 50.
Yes.
And we hope that you guys have evolved and grown with us as well. We'll continue to do so, bringing out more love, life, and lessons after 30. So
Yes, sir.
keep going and keep pushing.
And
Keep on
growing.
pushing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you are following the 30 Plus Podcast on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is the biggie. YouTube is the one-stop shop at the 30 Plus Podcast. We can listen to both the audio episodes and our live episode recaps that we show the Monday following after dropping an episode. If you want to drop a 30 Plus therapy to us, make sure you do so at the 30 Plus Podcast at gmail.com or slide in our DM on one of our social media sites, whether it be the host or our actual page.
Yes, sir.
That'd
Leave them
be-
voice notes.
Indeed. So that's a wrap for our 50th episode. We laughed, reflected, and maybe even cringed at a few of our past moments, but most importantly, we've grown.
Yes, sir.
Whether you've been here since day one or just found us, we appreciate you for rocking with us, cousins, for the 30 Plus Podcast and being a part of our journey. 50 episodes down, and we're just getting started. So if you love this recap, go back, revisit our favorite episode, and share them with a friend. Let us know the moments that stood out to you. You can always hit us up at the 30 Plus Podcast. We are listening to you. We want to hear those feedbacks. And let us know that we're going in the right direction.
Sir.
Make sure you subscribe to us. Don't miss the next ish, because we're still growing.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got next. Like I like to say every episode, be good. And if you can't be good, at least be good at it. See you for the next 50.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Get Get your hands up, yeah. To the floor,